The bike cemetery. You might think you're looking at a field full of colorful plants or something, but what you're seeing is something I bet you would never have thought existed. While flying in the skies of China, a drone caught sight of what turned out to be a dump of lost and broken bikes. Since dozens of bike-sharing operators took to the streets of China years ago with millions of bikes years ago in an attempt to reduce the chokehold of the country's traffic congestion, their massive supply, however, began to outpace demands, which led to another problem. Citizens began to leave out their undervalued bikes on the streets, which is eventually resulted in clogging up and blocking the roads which were meant to now be free. So now to stem the tide of bikes on the streets, the authorities ended up throwing these undervalued bikes in a pile along with abandoned, long-lost, and never-used bikes. 2. Largest traffic jam ever. Being stuck in traffic is one frustrating experience everyone is bound to have, and here we have a recording of the largest traffic jam ever recorded. The 12-day and 100-kilometer-long traffic jam that spanned over 50 lanes was recorded in China, and it wasn't caused by an accident or anything really. It just happened. Maybe a lot of driving beginners took to the road that morning. A more realistic factor that may have contributed in one way or the other is the fact that there were a lot of trucks on some of the lanes. These trucks were moving materials that, ironically, were to be used in widening the road to prevent more traffic jams. Whatever the cause of the traffic may be, that is one jam nobody would like to be caught in. 1. Aftermath of the Tianjin explosion in China. In August 2015, over 100 people were killed in Tianjin, northern China, by explosions that rocked the city. A drone flew over the scene after the explosions, and from the aftermath, we see just how destructive the blast was. The explosion happened at a port warehouse and was caused by the overheating of a hazardous and flammable chemical called nitrocellulose. After overheating to a certain degree, the chemical ignited, causing a chain reaction that eventually turned into the devastation that claimed many lives and properties. Looking at the unspeakable amount of destruction in the whole area the fire spanned, you have to admit that this simply is one of the most disturbing things you can lay your eyes on. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.